everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and today we're going to be unboxing Imperial Assault, the Bespin Gambit. This is the third box expansion for Imperial Assault, but it's one of the smaller box expansions. So far we've already gone through the Twin Shadows, which is an equally sized expansion. Then we went through Return to Hoth, which is more of a larger expansion to Imperial Assault, and then this is back to a smaller box called the Bespin Gambit. So I'm really excited about this one. Looks really cool. It's going to add a lot of things with Cloud City, I believe Lando Calrissian, all those guys, as well as I think a couple bounty hunters. I'm not too sure, but we're going to take a quick look at this. I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can see a little bit more on the details. It might be hard to read this, so I'll read this for you, just so you can see kind of what I'm looking at here. So he says, Cloud City under Imperial control as the Empire occupies Bespin. A few brave heroes in company with Lando Calrissian dare to infiltrate the floating city, planting the seeds of rebellion and searching for vital military codes before the agent of the Imperial Security Bureau can find them. Enter a shadow war for Bespin with the Bespin Gambit, a new Imperial Assault expansion. New map tiles present luxury districts alongside disreputable lower levels of Cloud City, and new campaign missions to invite you to experience a self-contained mini-campaign or to expand a full-length campaign. With the addition of new heroes, agendas, classes, and items, any campaign can benefit from influence of Cloud City. And then, of course, your Imperial Assault skirmishes also gain new figures, missions, and command cards. The fate of Cloud City and its young uprising rest in your hands. So here is just a little breakdown on the game, and there's some pictures of the tiles. It also mentions here it includes 11 plastic figures, shows you the sleeves to use, the game contents, but we're not going to read those out. I'm just going to rip the box open and show you what's inside, because that's just way more fun. So let's do that right now. I'll flip this. Actually, I'll do a quick cut here and we'll just rip it open and see what's in there. Oh, I love Star Wars, so this is always fun to get into these games. So let's take a look what we got here. All right. So again, like, it's a little bit smaller than the last one we did, which was the Return to Hoth, which is a bigger box, but hey, there's always something really cool in a box that has Star Wars on it, and I'm a big fan of Imperial Assault, so there we go. So cracking the box open, as per normal, we've got ourselves our Fantasy Flight Games library book, showing you everything it has to offer. We got a campaign book that's it's decently thick. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But it's going to show you, here I'll just do a quick view from the top here. There's your component list. So you've got your map tiles, your heroes, plastic figures, all the different cards, again, additions, as well as anything that has tokens for the individuals also has miniatures, but you have to purchase them separately. So it looks like in this one, Bosk and Lando Calrissian, I believe, are the two. And I don't know, maybe the individual is not called Bosk, but regardless, if it has a token for one of the characters, then technically you need to go purchase it separately. So you got expansion rules, references. So really the first couple sections, like 4 pages, is what you have to read to start and implementing this into your campaign. And then bam, you're right into the story. And I don't really want to spoil it, so I'm not going to show you anything further. But you can also see a little bit here in terms of the different missions and stuff like that. They said it was a mini campaign, so it's going to be really cool to integrate that into your Imperial Assault, campaign, no matter how you want to do it, small or large. Another skirmish sheet. These are always really cool. This one's called the Bespin Tibana Facility. Looks pretty big, actually, quite large. Sorry for the glare there, but essentially that one's a really cool looking map. I'm kind of impressed by that. It's got some really cool gas reserves tokens in there, carbon freezing chamber in there. That's pretty cool. And then again, there you go. So it gives you kind of showing you what miniatures you need to pick up. So yes, it was Bosk. Agent Blaze is another one you need in order to complete it. Those are the ones I think you get in the actual box itself. Lando Calrissian, as we talked about, and ISB Infiltrators, there's another one you need. So once you have those 4 additional packs, then you have all the miniatures that are needed to convert any tokens left in this expansion to miniatures, if you're that type of person who wants them. As always, you get a whole bunch of new stickers to place on in units to differentiate them and know where they are at and who they are and all that stuff. We've got some new tiles, so obviously you guys are familiar with this one. This is a really cool tile, but the carbon fiber, why did I just call this carbon fiber? I should be shot for that. The carbon freezing chamber, that's what I meant to say. Yep, I should be drug out in the street and shot. So this essentially is, well, it looks cool. It's got all the steam vents and the nice glow that almost reminds me of the movie itself. There's some, again, it said that it was going to have some really nice high level and classy looking areas, as well as some kind of underbelly-ish type locations. There's 3 tiles, or 3 cardboard sheets in this. So it's not a ton of tiles, but these small box expansions don't have as much as the larger ones. So let's go through these methodically, at least as methodically as I can. What do we do first? Let's do the large card pack first. So we'll pop this open, see what the cards look like for this particular expansion. So here we go. Again, I'm not going to sit there and show you every single card, but at least it'll give you as much as I can. So that's a pretty cool one. Contingency plan, hasty ambush, weak links, blackmail, learn their weaknesses, and then of course here's some Bespin Gambit specific ones. Oh, that's really cool. Again, the artwork on these cards is really nice. Oops, I think I just accidentally tossed the card sideways by accident. Let's bring that back. Okay, so we got Reclassified, we got Panic in the Streets. Again, like the artwork on these things are always fantastic. Really cool looking. Freedom Fighters, Cloud City's Dark Secret, awesome. Like again, they recreate some of the best moments in the movies when they do the artwork in this game. It's just awesome. Agent Blaze, the Wing Guards. These are the ones I believe some of these are in the actual box as miniatures. There's Bosk himself, Under Duress. Oh, that's so cool. That is really cool. Like just incredible stuff with the artwork. Oh, and those must be the, wow, what is that? Crazy. Okay, so those are pretty nice looking. I'm impressed. I'm always impressed with the artwork in Imperial Assault. It always satisfies my Star Wars craving. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the heroes. We want to find out what heroes get added into this and who you can be and what races and all that kind of stuff. Looks like we have an individual who's the Master of Intelligence, is what it's saying on his card. So this says, if Moraine Rin, I guess is his name, and he looks extremely intelligent. And then we also have Davith Elso. And it looks like to be a Jedi. He is codename Hawkbat. I've never heard of this individual, so someone can relate him to a particular series in Star Wars or a potential previous lore that can let me know, but I'm not familiar with that individual at all. But those are the 2 new heroes to add. At least one's, I like the one that kind of the thinker, like the master. He's got, I don't know, his miniature seems pretty cool. So let's show you those so you can actually see what it looks like. So here's the 2 heroes that we just talked about. So one of them being this individual right here. If I can get him to focus. There he is. You can see that detail on him is really good. Again, painting-wise, really fun, I'm sure. It's got a nice little blaster there. His staff. But there's going to be no worries about... that's the one thing. I've never had a mini come out yet so far. And maybe I've been really lucky that that has any type of... there's any type of damage, like in other words, like the staffs or the swords are severely bent. Maybe I'm just getting really lucky, but like even this guy, for instance, the lightsaber is pretty much perfectly straight, which is extremely rare. And in order to get this thing to focus, I'm going to pop back a bit. There we go. Now it's focusing better. So yeah, you can see like again, like really well done, because it's like normally these units or plastic minis that have these types of swords, you typically get them and they're just like absolutely bent sideways and everything. So I'm really impressed at how well those have held together. Now let me see, I've done a really terrible job in the previous unboxings of actually knowing how many of each type are here, so I'm going to try to do my best to make sure I get that right. It looks like there's a lot of Cloud City guys that are very similar, unless I'm blind. There looks like there's 6 of them. So these are probably the guys that are protectors, essentially like Lando Calrissian's guys. I don't know what they're called, I forget their names. They're like one of a few that I don't remember very well, but there they are. So just 6 of them there. So that's pretty cool. All again belonging to Cloud City. Again, their name was probably read out while I was doing the card rip through there. And then of course these 3 guys, who I also don't know their names. Kind of funny actually, I know pretty much almost all the names of all the Star Wars characters, but for some reason in Cloud City. I'm drawing blanks, but you can see they're really cool. They got a nice detail. They seem to be mechanical. I don't know what's going on there, but it's really cool looking. You get 3 of these guys, so that's essentially the miniatures. Again, it's a small box expansion. It's not anything massive. And remember, there's, as I showed you, there's 3 or 4 miniatures you can purchase to make, to complete essentially all the miniatures needed for this particular expansion. There's not all though. There's one more, and that is all the mini cards. So these are just going to add to the current decks that you already have. So let's just take a quick rip through these. Again, I'm not going to show you too much on the abilities themselves, but I'll just show you the artwork because that's always extremely cool. Fatal Deception, Force Illusion, Camouflage, Junk Droid, R5 Astromech, Cam Droid, Heirloom Dagger, Agent Cooperative, Blindside, Falling Leaf, Shrouded Lightsaber. That's cool. Ugh, anything with lightsaber is awesome. Body of the Force, Foul Swoop, Diplomat's Blaster. Cool. Intelligent. Lots of text cards to add. True Shadow, Versatility, Fibro Sword, nice. Shadow Silk Cloak, that's cool. Light Armor, R5 Astromech, Weighted Head. Ooh, Sniper Scope, very cool. Disruptor Pistol, Radiant Holocron, Cam Droid, Labont's Favor, Under the Radar, Relief Effort, Turbocharger, Flash Emitter. There's some pretty cool ones in there, gotta admit. Pretty nice. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That wraps up the unboxing for the Bespin Gambit for Imperial Assault. So if you're interested, hopefully this showed you what you're going to be getting in the box when it arrives to you. So yeah, if you want to add this to your collection and stuff like that, again, in future playthroughs, you may or may not see some of this content, but this is later in game. So, but again, hopefully this helps you out in the collection aspect of Imperial Assault. So that's pretty much it for this unboxing, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw and want to see more, and also look forward to more unboxings of Imperial Assault to come. Until next time, guys, keep on rolling solo.